Hello and welcome back to Wanderland. Today we are in Covent Garden and we're going to have afternoon tea at a place called Ladurée. It's a French patisserie. So let's see together what a French patisserie can do for afternoon tea. So come along with me down the rabbit hole and we'll experience it together. Well, hello and welcome back to Wanderland. So today we have a very special afternoon tea today. It's at Ladurée here in Covent Garden. It's a French-inspired patisserie, but they do offer afternoon tea. And I'm so excited to finally get my shot at trying it here. I've just done my order and everything sounds absolutely magical. So let's see what we get up to next. Afternoon tea is served upstairs from the downstairs bakery that sells all the beautiful patisseries and macaroons that you would know and love if you've frequented a Ladurée little cafe before. But I believe this is the only one in London where they serve food and they serve afternoon tea. I'm really looking forward to this. I've seen a video before on afternoon tea here and I'm looking forward to experience it myself. I was a very naughty girl. I ordered myself a bottle of Ladurée rosé champagne. I had to. We're in a French patisserie, so I think it was definitely made to happen that way. But that's okay. We'll enjoy it together, won't we? Look what I just got. I ordered a bottle of rabbit juice, but for the price of $39.85, you get a full lovely glass of regular Ladurée champagne. That is wonderful. And I wanted to show you the difference in color between the two different kinds, just the Brut and the Rosé. So, all in all, Ladurée. Oh yeah, we're doing well today. Well, it would be a silly thing to let this go amiss if I didn't get a chance to try both of these two different kinds of champagnes in front of you just to see what I thought. So this is the Ladurée Brut. You can see a nice golden color and lots of tiny little bubbles. It smells very nice. I think if it was a little colder it would be better, but it's not bad. It's a little sharp, but not too bad. Now let's try this rosé rabbit juice. I know I'm gonna like that one better, but let's try. Lovely color. I will say I'm very happy that I did procure myself a bottle of rosé rabbit juice because this is definitely the better of the two different kinds. So cheers to you guys and cheers to me, and let's have a lovely afternoon tea. I just received my tea tower. It is beautiful and petite. And like I said before, it's very sweet centric. All I have is two different kinds of savories. That's the only thing that's a little bit of a letdown, I can tell you right away. But I would imagine that everything else, the sweets, are going to be exemplary, just lovely, because I know that they will. But I did ask the waitress and she said, no, your savories are not refillable. So get ready for a lot of sweets. Hopefully you have a sweet tooth. You know, it's all good. But let's start our afternoon tea and with our two little savories. Up first is my chicken coronation. It looks absolutely fantastic. It is a double layered sandwich, which is always nice. And it smells so fresh and it was soft. like it was made for me. I'm so excited about it. So this chicken coronation, as they call it, is chicken, English mustard, and mayonnaise. So let's give it a go and see what it's like. Wow. So I would definitely not call that a coronation chicken because there's no Indian spices whatsoever. But there is a beautiful, beautiful amount of English mustard, which, as you know, you probably know, English mustard is related to horseradish. So it's got that lovely cleaning of your nose, your nasal passages. It's, you know, it's a strong mustard. It's beautiful, but there's a lot of mayonnaise in there too. There's gem lettuce in there, so there's crunch. Yeah, chicken is perfect. It's a lovely, soft sandwich. It's beautiful, and it's double-deckered. It's gorgeous. What a great way to start this afternoon tea off. Let's continue on with one of my favorite sandwiches. What kind do you think that is? What possible filling could that be? Let me know down in the comments if you guessed correctly. And now, if you are a member of the Wanderland Club, you knew it had to be egg and truffle, didn't you? Were you right? You let me know if you were right. But look at this. Egg and truffle mayonnaise. Very nice on a brioche bun. It looks delightful. And it smells exquisite. The egg truffle mayonnaise was beautiful. Beautiful. The brioche bun was nice and soft, a little bit sweet, and then the egg mayonnaise in it was finely chopped little bits of egg, a little bit of caviar, which is always delightful. And yeah, the flavor of it was perfect. I only wish there was more filling. You know, last week when I was at the Franklin Hotel, there was a lot of proper truffle, and I wish there was a little bit more this time, but that's okay. It's beautiful. And I also realized I really wish there was more of a savory bit to this afternoon tea. I must say, this whole area that you can dine in is so adorable. I love it. It's so feminine and girly. And there's also, when it's beautiful weather, you can eat out on the terrace or downstairs under the heaters and the umbrellas. It's just a lovely place, and I think I'm gonna have to come back for other things other than just afternoon tea, because I know that I love the sweets, but I'll tell you, these savories are really hitting right here in the heart. I managed to refill my rosé rabbit juice up, so let's continue on. The next thing we have is our scones with clotted cream, so let's try it out now. Up next is my beautiful Ladurée scone. And doesn't she look pretty? Let me show you this. Look at that. Beautiful. She smells magnificent as well. And she's served with Ladurée, raspberry jam, and clotted cream. So let's try her out. I just broke apart my scone with my hands like you're supposed to do. And I opened up my Ladurée jam, my raspberry jam from Framboise. And boy, it's rather liquidy, which was something different. Usually the jam in this country, I've noticed it's been very set, if that makes sense. This is kind of nice. It was a little bit more liquid, and the clotted cream was very, very thick. So let's try these scones and see if the French know what they're doing. We all know, though, the French do know what they're doing with their rabbit juice. So cheers once again, and let's continue this afternoon tea. The scones were glorious. They were not, dry and crunchy and yucky. They're very moist and lovely. I was told that they were flavored with a Marie Antoinette flavoring, that we're going to have the same thing with the macaroons, which is a honey, is a black tea, just something absolutely lovely. And it's true. And that clotted cream is probably one of the thickest and densest clotted cream I've ever had. And the raspberry jam was gorgeous. It was sweet but tart, and that's exactly what I like. Sweet and tart. I have a feeling I am not supposed to say that a French place is a lovely place to have scones and clotted cream, but you know what? They know what they're doing here at Ladurée in Covent Garden. They really do. At this afternoon tea, instead of lots of different kinds of patisseries, you get one of their larger patisseries that they generally have down in the display cases. So today, what I chose is called an Entremets Ispahan. Probably not right, but it's a dessert composed of a raspberry rose crispy base topped with a jacquard sponge, a raspberry lychee confit, and a rose-flavored mascarpone chantilly. Well, the entire creation is coated with raspberry-inspired glaze, sprinkled with dried rose petals, and adorned with blanched almonds. I don't see a whole bunch of blanched almonds, but it still looks very beautiful. So let's give this beautiful large patisserie a try, because you know what? It looks absolutely fantastic. I just cut into this beautiful patisserie. Wow, it is glorious. There's so many different layers. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 or 6, and they are glorious. I am looking forward to trying this because you know what? I'm learning that floral flavors are fantastic. How about you? Do you guys like floral flavors, or are you more of a savory or a sweet? You know what? I'm just trying a whole bunch of different things because you know it's important. Important to branch out and try new things. Going into this patisserie, I was like, how good could it possibly be? As you can see, I have tears in my eyes. Real tears in my eyes. So there's a heavy rose flavor. Lots of different layers of different kinds of sponge as well. It is one of the most extraordinary desserts, I think, because it hits a memory. Yeah, it's lovely. There is definitely a rose flavor. And I think I'm thinking about my mother and all of the roses that sorry. She used to grow and that she still grows. It's beautiful. Tear. Yeah, this patisserie is beautiful. There's lots of texture to it. There's so much beautiful flavor. There's rose and raspberry and sponge. And yeah, it's magnificent. Just like Ladurée, I know that that's what they do. So yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful patisserie. So I'm looking forward to getting my hot tea now. There's people coming into the area, so I need to wipe my tears a little bit. I'll get my hot tea and we'll finish up with our little macarons. And that's what we'll do. Sorry. Sorry. All right, it's now time to have my hot tea with my little 2 macarons. What I chose was Marie Antoinette because I had to, didn't I? I definitely had to. So it is a Chinese black tea with rose petal, citrus, fruit, and honey. So I will let you know how it is right now. I smell a lot of honey with it. I like it very much. I like it very, very much. I think the floral flavors are now trying to speak. Very, very nice hot tea. I'm really impressed with it. I think my palate is refining, actually, that I like more floral flavors. So yeah, something different is always welcome here in Wanderland. What do you think? We're gonna start with Marie Antoinette. She's beautiful in blue, very nice. So I'm thinking she's gonna be very much like my tea, which is rose and honey. It's a beautiful little delight. I mean, honestly, if you like Fruit Loops, you'll love Marie Antoinette. Unfortunately, we are going to our last bit of loveliness. I have a lemon macaron. Look at it. So beautiful macaron, lemon, tart, crunchy on the outside, gorgeous on the inside. Ladurée, you have exceeded my expectations. Ladurée in Covent Garden for afternoon tea was something that I did not expect. I really didn't. I think the price point was fabulous. Even though there is not a lot of savory options, you had 2 different ones out of 4, but lots of sweets. But the sweets, they completely shine. And the tea, lovely as well. So I would definitely recommend coming to Ladurée, Covent Garden for afternoon tea. It was magnificent. It was magical. The price, $39.50, I believe, for afternoon tea. You can't beat it here in London. I've had lovely service. The surroundings are magical. Everything is perfect. And it really hit me to the heart. It really did. Cannot wait to bring you next week's Valentine afternoon tea, even though the one you're watching right now is on Valentine's Day. But the next one that we record is with David, and it will be on Valentine's Day. So thanks again for watching, and please like and subscribe. That was David, did you hear him? I will see you next time down the rabbit hole. Bye-bye.